Hey everyone, we're moving on to 8.2 here. The first things we're going to do are work with graphing a line by plotting 2 points. And so we're given this linear equation here, and then we have to create 2 points so we can connect them and graph a line. So one method that some of you might be familiar with is called the t-table, but basically that helps us lay out to maybe pick an x value, and I like to pick an x value and then generate a y value, but we can also pick a y value and generate an x value. So let's take a look at this. If we put 1 in here for x, what we would get is negative 8 times 1 plus 2y equals 8. And then doing the math here, we would have to, this would be negative 8, so we'll add 8 to both sides. Okay, and we get 2y equals 16, and we get y equals 8. So we see that when x is 1, y is equal to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, way up here, okay? All right. Then what I could do is I could say, okay, I'm going to put negative 1 in here, and I get negative 8x plus 2 times negative 1 equals 8. Negative 8x minus 2 equals 8. And then I'll add 2, and I get negative 8x equals 10. Not the best point to graph here, but we can kind of think about this, and it's good to see it. We get negative 5/4 here, okay? So that's negative 1.25, okay? Negative 1.25. So when we have at negative 1.25, so just a little further over here, we'll be at negative 1 for the y value, because our y value is negative 1. Okay, and then what we would do is we'd take a straight edge, and hopefully I can do this here, and we would draw a line through those 2 points. Okay, so that's graphing using a 2-point method. Okay, picking an x value and generating a y value. This one's going to be a little bit easier here. If we pick x equals 1 and just put that in there, we would get y equals negative 2, because 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. And then we could say, well, what happens when x equals, we'll just say 2. Well, we put x equals 2 in there. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Okay, so we get our 2 points, 1, negative 2, and 2, negative 4. So we'll plot those. 1, negative 2, 1, negative 2, about right there. And then 2, so that's 1, 2, and then 2, negative 4. So right about in here. Okay, and again, we're not using graph paper here, we're just kind of estimating. And then we would draw our line. Now with the Hawk system, the line's just going to snap right in there for you once you plot those 2 points. Okay, so remember, this is the x-axis, the y-axis. I kind of forgot to label them, but that's graphing 2 lines by finding 2 points in each of the lines. So, all right, we'll look at the next couple problems.